You sleep 8 hours, you eat healthy, you even hit the gym 3 times a week. So, why do you still feel exhausted? Here is the brutal truth: you are managing your energy all wrong. And I am not talking about your physical energy. That's actually the easy part. Most people focus on one type of energy while completely ignoring the other three that are secretly draining them every single day. And that's exactly why you can collapse into bed at 9 p.m. after doing nothing all day. In the next 11 minutes, I am going to show you the four types of energy that control your entire life, and more importantly, how to stop bleeding energy from the three you are probably ignoring right now. Welcome back to Discover Yourself. If you are new here, this channel is all about holistic well being through our 4Q framework, and today's topic fits perfectly into that. So let me ask you something. Have you ever had a day where you did not do anything physically demanding? Maybe you just sat at your desk, had a few meetings, scrolled through your phone, but by the end of the day, you felt like you had run a marathon. That's because energy is not just physical. According to research by Dr. Jim and Dr. Tony Schwartz, there are four distinct types of energy that humans operate on. And here is the kicker: most of us are only actively managing one of them, that is called physical energy, while the other three are running on autopilot, draining us without us even realizing it. Today, we are breaking down all four types: physical energy, emotional energy, mental energy, and spiritual energy. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why you are tired and, most importantly, what to do about it. Let's dive in. First kind of energy is the physical energy. This is the quantity of your energy. It's the fuel in your tank. Physical energy is what most people think of when they hear energy management. It's influenced by three main factors: sleep, nutrition, and movement. And yes, this is the one type most of us are trying to manage. You know the drill: get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, eat healthy food, exercise regularly, drink plenty of water. We have heard it a million times. But here is what's interesting: you can have perfect physical energy, you can be sleeping great, eating clean, working out consistently, and still feel drained. Why? Because physical energy is just the foundation. It's necessary, but it's not sufficient. Think of it like this: physical energy is the battery in your phone. If the battery is dead, nothing works. But even with a full battery, if you have 47 apps running in the background, that battery is going to drain fast. That's the other three types of energy. So, yes, prioritize your sleep. Yes, move your body. Yes, eat healthy to fuel yourself properly. But don't make the mistake of thinking that's all there is to energy management. Quick action step for physical energy. This week, track your energy levels throughout the day. Notice when you feel most energized and when you crash. This awareness alone will help you optimize your physical routine. Now, let's talk about the energy type that's probably draining you more than anything else. That is the energy type 2, called emotional energy. Emotional energy is about quality. It's not about how much energy you have, but what kind of energy you are operating from. Here is the reality: you can have tons of physical energy, but if you are running on anxiety, resentment, or fear, that energy feels completely different than if you are running on joy, gratitude, or excitement. Think about the last time you had a difficult conversation with someone, maybe a conflict with a friend or a stressful work meeting. After that 30 minutes conversation or a meeting, You probably felt exhausted, right? You did not run a marathon. You did not lift weights, but you were wiped out. That's emotional energy depletion. Negative emotions like stress, anger, frustration, worry are energy vampires. They don't just make you feel bad, they literally drain your capacity to function. Research shows that chronic stress and anxiety can deplete your energy reserves faster than physical exertion. On the flip side, positive emotions like gratitude, joy, connection, peace are energy generators. They don't just make you feel good, they actually create more energy. Here is a powerful example. Think about a time when you were doing something you loved with people you enjoyed. Maybe you stayed up until 2 a.m. talking with friends, and even though you were physically tired, you felt alive. That's positive emotional energy in action. So, how do you manage emotional energy? First, become aware of your emotional state throughout the day. Are you operating from fear or confidence, from resentment or appreciation? Second, build emotional recovery rituals. This could be a 5-minute mindfulness practice, calling a friend who lifts you up, or simply stepping outside for fresh air when you notice negative emotions are building. Third, protect your emotional energy by setting boundaries. You don't have to engage with every drama, every negative news story, or every person who wants to dump their problems on you. The question is not, do I have energy? The question is, what quality of energy am I running on right now? Let's move to the third type, and this one is huge for anyone who works with their brain. That is called mental energy. Mental energy is all about focus. It's your ability to concentrate, make decisions, and think clearly. And here is the uncomfortable truth: your mental energy is probably the most depleted of all four types, especially if you are living in the modern world with constant notifications, endless decisions, and information overload. Ever notice how you can start the day feeling sharp, but by 2 p.m. in the afternoon, even simple decisions feel impossible? That's called decision fatigue. That's mental energy depletion. Your brain is like a muscle. It can only handle so much before it needs recovery. Every decision you make, every task you switch between, every notification you respond to, it all costs mental energy. Research shows that the average person makes about 35 decisions per day. That's 35 withdrawals from your mental energy bank account. No wonder you are exhausted. So, how do you manage mental energy? First, reduce decision fatigue. This is why successful people often wear the same outfit every day or eat the same breakfast. They are not being boring, they are conserving mental energy for decisions that actually matter. Second, practice single tasking instead of multitasking. Contrary to popular belief, multitasking does not make you more productive. It just drains your mental energy faster. When you are working on something important, close all other tabs, put your phone in another room, and give it your full focus for a set period of time. Third, build in mental recovery periods. Your brain needs breaks. The Pomodoro techniques, where 25 minutes of focused work followed by a 5 minutes of break, is practiced. It works because it respects your brain's natural rhythm. Fourth, protect your peak mental energy hours. Most people have about 2 to 4 hours of peak mental performance per day. For many, it's in the morning. Don't waste those hours on emails and meetings. Use them for your most important, cognitively demanding work. Here is the reflection question: when during the day is your mental energy highest point? and what are you currently doing during those hours. Now, let's talk about the most important overlooked type of energy, the one that, when missing, makes everything else feel meaningless. That is called the spiritual energy. Spiritual energy is about force and purpose. It's the why behind everything you do. And before you think this is about religion, it is not. Spiritual energy is about connection, connection to your values, connection to something bigger than yourself, connection to meaning and purpose. Here is what spiritual energy looks like in real life. It is the difference between dragging yourself to work because you have to versus showing up because you are contributing to something meaningful. It is the difference between scrolling mindlessly through social media versus spending time on activities that align with your deeper values. Now, here is where it gets really powerful. These four types of energy don't exist in isolation, they are interconnected. When your spiritual energy is strong, when you are living with purpose, it becomes easier to manage your physical energy. You will naturally want to take care of your body because you have something worth showing up for. When your emotional energy is positive, your mental energy improves. It's easier to focus when you are not constantly battling anxiety or resentment. When your physical energy is optimized, you have more capacity for emotional regulation and mental clarity. They all work together and they all need attention. The mistake most people make is focusing exclusively on physical energy. They focus on more sleep, better diet, more exercise, while ignoring the emotional drain of toxic relationships, the mental drain of constant distractions, and spiritual drain of living without purpose. That's why you can do everything right and still feel exhausted. So, here is your action plan. This week, audit all four types of energy. Ask yourself: physical, am I getting quality sleep, nutrition, and movement? This will address your health quotient. Emotional, what quality of emotions am I operating from? Most often, what's draining me emotionally? This will address your emotional quotient. Third, mental energy. When is my mental energy highest? Am I protecting those hours? What's the fragmentation of my focus? This will take care of your mental energy. Fourth, spiritual. Am I living in alignment with my values? Do I feel connected to something meaningful? This will take care of your spiritual quotient. The answers to these questions will show you exactly when your energy is leaking. If this framework resonated with you, I want to invite you to go deeper with it. First, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these four energy types do you struggle with most? Is it physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual? I read every comment and I will personally respond with specific tips for your situation. And finally, if you found this valuable, share it with someone who is always saying they are tired, because chances are they are managing their energy all wrong too. Remember, energy management is not just about sleeping more or drinking more coffee. It's about understanding that you are operating on four different fuel sources and all four need your attention. When you master all four types of energy, you don't just feel less tired, you feel truly alive. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video where we will explore how to build your personal energy recovery rituals. Until then, keep discovering yourself.